Hopping down the bunny trail.
Hey guys, welcome to Inside the Ant Farm.
Welcome.
Inside the Rotten Tail. We're going to change the name.
Let's talk about these Big Ditch beers. Big Ditch Brewing Company.
I've never heard of
Galaxy
Big Ditch.
Red.
That's why I grabbed these.
They do a lot of Buffalo themed beers. I think they might be out of Buffalo.
Yes.
They have a lot of Buffalo Bills themed
There's
beers.
a Red Galaxy in Buffalo.
They have a PBR type beer that's really good. But this is their
Celebrate
red IPA.
beer. Celebrate.
We're gonna celebrate.
Celebrate.
Bros.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
That's pleasant, yeah. Very dank. How you guys doing?
It's Thursday.
Guys, it's Thursday. I look forward to these days. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing you guys, get to hang out. I usually take off early from work, so I did not today, but I normally do. Today was one of those days.
You took off early?
3:30. Well, I basically I had to be like, guys, I need more time to myself because this is killing me.
Because I'm going to murder someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to have serenity, and this for me is serenity. And so
Sure.
But also I want to see my kids, and that's serenity. So I'm like, get Thursdays, take the day off early, hang out with my kids for a little bit, come see you guys. And I say it's my standing appointment on Thursdays. Today I didn't see my kids as much, but I saw them enough. But yeah, it was one of those days where I was like, I'm gonna leave now, and then someone's like, hey, I just exploded a computer. Can you help me? I'm like,
It's usually when I plan to leave early. That's when the shit's going down.
Yep. That's always how it goes.
Well, I made a joke, but it's not a joke because it always happens. I'm just like, I don't tell people I'm leaving early because when I do, that's when shit goes wrong.
Yeah.
So instead, I'm just like, guys, it's my Thursday. Just keep that in mind. I won't say anything else, and don't say anything else, please. Just remember, Thursday is wink.
I have the unfortunate, but for a reason, I'm instead of just working Tuesday through Friday, I'm working Tuesday through Sunday. So I'm working Friday. This is technically the middle of my week. But somebody who used to work for us is finishing training, so I want to finish her training on Saturday, Sunday. And also, when I originally signed up for Saturday, Sunday, we had two openings. Like, we had two openings for Saturday, 2 openings Sunday, because we didn't know people on days at the time, so I was like, I will just take both these days. I'll bite the bullet.
Wow.
Because on Monday, I have from Monday to Sunday off, because Aiden and Jim have spring break, so we're going to do some spring break.
That's nice.
Stuff.
Spring break off.
Yeah. I have the kids for that, so I took it off, and we're gonna.
Where are you going? Let's name the itinerary. What's the itinerary?
We're definitely gonna do Zoo one day. We're gonna do Mario Brothers because that comes out. Super Mario Brothers movie comes out next week.
It certainly does.
And I'm thinking maybe bowling one day or something. And then you can't bring it out every day. So
I'm going to see Earth Crisis Force on Saturday at Lost Horizon.
Earth Crisis Force.
The 30th reunion.
Good.
The 30th anniversary tour.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. My friend's like, "Do you want to go to this?" And I'm like, "I don't have money." And he's like, "I have a free ticket." I'm like, "Okay,
right?
Yes,
then I have enough money for that.
Yes, I can afford free."
We just actually got to go to the pre-screening for Dungeons & Dragons last night, so that was pretty
The
cool.
pre-screening?
Well, it was like
No, it was the pre-screening. Fan event, it was called. The fan event.
Well, she didn't tell me that. I would have made more of an effort.
Well, she's like, do you want to go Saturday? I'm like, or Wednesday? I'm like, it said somewhere that it was opening on Saturday.
Did you get some dice or
Wednesday.
something?
Sorry. It said somewhere it was opening on Wednesday. So we're like, cool. And then we went to the Regal app, and it's like, Thursday it opens. And it's like, oh.
And I'm like, no, it says right here.
So then she went to the website, though, and it said Wednesday. So I'm like, okay. So I went to the website and bought it, and then it put it on my Regal app. And I was like, okay, Regal app, you just fucking around?
You had to go.
He's fucking around.
Maybe it was at a specific location or something.
By the way, they should have had a D20. They should have just given you a D20. They did not. They gave us little dice mats, though. And we have a print for you, too. We have a print.
For me?
Yeah,
for you.
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah,
for you.
Don't spoil the movie, though. I'm going to go see it. I hope this weekend.
No, we won't. All we'll say is it's great.
Let's just say everyone, they roll a lot of nat 20s.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But it was super fun.
I mean, the trailer shows in that one.
They were all fantastic.
Barely nat ones.
Yeah.
Barely.
It's a lot of fun.
It was fun though. It wasn't the best movie of all time, but definitely was a lot of fun. It was a good movie to watch in the theaters.
So if you're going to rank it in movies of all time, like Citizen Kane and then that, is that what you say?
I mean,
Citizen Kane. Sorry, Citizen Kane over the top than that. We're gonna pause it right here, guys. We'll be back in a moment. The thumbnail became. That will be the thumbnail. Every time you make a weird face, it makes it a thumbnail. I'm like, come on, man.
You started talking about films, and like my brain was like, best films, and
I can think of the best films.
Yeah, because you're like talking. I feel like that's like more of a personal thing.
You seen Bros yet?
But also,
it's fun.
I love that you put over the top in there.
Yeah.
Because recently someone was asking me my favorite films of all time, and I must have listed. I'm like, I can't choose just one.
Over the Top was
but I threw out a list of like 5, and Over the Top was in that list, and I don't know why. I was like, shit, I really love it.
What? How many movies do you learn something like? Just go like this, and you could be anyone else.
Yeah, you gotta put your thumb over the top.
It's all about twisting your hand.
Oh my god. Shout out to Over the Top.
Guys, speaking of dragons, guys.
Yeah.
House of Dragons 2, it's going to be shorter. The second season, 2 episodes shorter than the first season. So the first season, 10 episodes.
Okay.
This was only 8.
I'm okay with that as long as they tell the story.
Each episode will probably be like 3.5 hours long. So, I mean, they seem to get longer and longer each time.
The only thing I'm worried about is that they're going to skip as much as they did in the first season. And I don't know why they had it. I get what they had to do in the first season. Like, look, now they're much older. Like,
I think it's because they wanted to get to the older characters.
Yes, I get that. But it was also very jarring when it happened. And you're like, okay.
Like, all new people that we have to remember who they are.
And this is that person. That was like a very tiny, like young person, and now they're in middle-aged, I guess.
No, and also,
Matt
like,
Smith
I understand what you mean.
Because
they're like, their characters have changed so much in between, too, and it's just like, oh, she was okay, now she's an evil bitch.
Yeah.
And David Tennant's son is in this at one point.
Like, now there's, like, foot fetish guy over here, and, like, there's, like, what is... I don't know what's happening in this anymore.
Oh.
I didn't dislike House of the Dragons, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't that.
No character is hitting you good enough that you're like, it feels like the old.
No.
Yeah. I get why it was made, but it wasn't. And when I actually almost wrote the news down, and I was like, you know what? I don't care that much.
Well, good.
Care.
I said
I'm okay with it. As long as they tighten the story up.
I said a little lead
They tighten the story up with, hey, I didn't hate it. I'll give it another try, but if they tighten the story up.
Well, let's just say more people die.
Make it tight.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Make it tight.
Spoiler for House of Dragons.
I want to see more dipping and dopping too.
Oh my god.
With the foot fetish thing going on, the little toesies moving
That's
around.
all it is, actually. 8 episodes of just their foot fetish romance
hopping on and off the foot. Guys, I sent you this trailer. Hopefully you looked at it. The Experts trailer looked pretty dope.
We did see it.
It was like a third-person or first-person action shooter from Nexon, which is a very old studio that's still around somehow, a Korean studio. Action-packed trailer. I don't know. I don't understand if it's supposed to be multiplayer or something. It looked maybe like there was multiplayer.
The one character looked like Jinx from.
There's just a lot of shit going on. I think they're trying to show off like how customizable maybe
it was.
I
too. I was like, is that Jinx? And I'm like, oh, maybe it's just like.
But
they
it
have
looked cool,
character.
cyberpunk, a lot of like snap on stuff with the downside aiming and things.
Snap on,
it was fun.
Off.
Sure, it looked like Fortnite.
It was nice to see something like Fortnite. Something that was like not like this is a sequel to this thing though. So that's why I really.
All right,
it's like when I put what is it? Ironhearts? What the heck that movie was? Not movie, the game with the weird Russian game with the robots in it.
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart. Yeah, that's why I put that on there too. Because I was like, this looks weird and different.
You know what else is a sequel though that might still give you a little bit of chub? Chris Carter, generic name, but he's also the creator of X-Files. So there's someone that's preparing an X-Files reboot, restart.
Let's fan cast this right now. That
person is hear me out. Ryan Coogler is the one looking into doing this.
Okay, so we're gonna have Keke Palmer as Scully, and who'd be Mulder?
The guy who plays A-Train in... I can't remember his name.
That guy's great, though.
Yeah.
I would definitely see him. No, it's really... in reality, it's going to be Jenna
He's
Ortega.
just in Smile as well.
Jenna Ortega is going to be Scully, because she's now doing it. Okay. Like, let's not overexpose her.
No, I don't think that's... No. Because I feel like Scully's older and more, experienced.
I'm talking about Hollywood casting.
Viola Davis then.
Perfect. There's nothing in between that.
But do we get a Mulder and Scully like guest spot where they're like,
we're just a really old David Duchovny?
Yeah.
He's like, I used to do that too, and I'm really old now.
Do we get the lone gunman?
And also,
Smoking Ray not coming
That's
back.
all I care
Gillian
about.
Anderson looking still amazing. So,
Yeah, like
fully
she
amazing.
has a fucking
Fully
painting
amazing.
in a closet somewhere.
It's fully
Like
amazing.
Jesus
Have you seen,
Christ.
I think it's a Netflix show. It's like Sex Ed or something like that.
yes, she's the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm like,
she's gorgeous.
What the fuck? I just watched the first season because of her in it.
In the dark.
No, in the light. In the light, I was proud.
Yeah.
To watch it.
She's
amazing.
She's amazing.
My heart throbbed.
Yeah.
My heart throbbed.
For all those young redheaded children out there when they were younger, it was like,
she's me.
yeah,
someday.
I could be sexy too.
I'm not gonna be a potato.
And for all those sex addicts out there, it was like, I'm David Duchovny.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Look,
like,
I'm still working somehow, even
Yeah.
despite like all the horrible things
Yeah.
I've done to Taylor Leone.
Yeah.
Guys, let's talk about some Marvel news.
Sure.
Okay, I got a little bit.
Marvel's Thunderbolts finds its writer.
Who?
Beef's Lee Sung-jin.
From Beef. From the show Beef. That's with
it's not Shia LaBeouf. I think.
that's with Stephen Yeun and Ali Wong.
And it's and also it rejoins Stephen Yeun, who is also playing a mysterious role in Thunderbolts, so they have not announced
Sure,
it.
do it.
And Jake Schreier, who's the director of both.
Stephen
Beef.
Yeun can be in anything, so that's
Yeah.
fine. Put him in everything.
Truth.
Let's go.
Put him in the Sex Files reboot. He's Mulder now.
And
Done.
Julia
He's
Louise
Scully.
Dreyfus
Done.
can
He's
be in
Scully.
anything too. So
yeah,
I mean,
she's also Mulder and Scully.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
seriously.
like a gender swapped Mulder and Scully. Or it's gonna be their kids, though, right? It's just gonna be their kids.
Oh, and it's
Scully-
going to be like a YA thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, good.
In the future, the monsters find us. Okay, what does that mean? What if the protagonist is actually Porcupine Man from like the 4th episode?
And there's like the tapeworm lady.
She's back.
That I had
Tapeworm lady.
I had so many nightmares about that. So many. Every time I went to Girl Scout camp for years, and every time I had to look down, I had to look down and look at the pile
I
of
love
shit
that show
to know
is
that she
sometimes,
wasn't
like,
attacking
I love
me.
how sometimes that show is a little creepy, and then they're just like, the guys, we got a little budget's in. We got a little budget.
Yeah.
Let's make Porcupine Man.
They're like, someone will lift up their shirt and there's just bugs under their
You're like,
shirt.
why?
And you're like, oh, and that's another nightmare I'll have forever. Oh, God. Yep.
What a great show.
Yep.
We should do it. That should be our next brand for.
Oh, my God, please.
Yes.
So the
movie
previous episode, though, is
the whole show.
the
Yeah.
previous episode is
The
the one
dog it?
with the Hicks from Pennsylvania, and they're all like inbreds and siphoning
Of
gas.
course.
And
No.
I've never finished
Our
that
burn
episode.
after watching is only the Robert Patrick.
And that burn after
Oh,
watching
yes,
season.
yes.
I didn't need burn after watching.
No, too late.
Yeah.
Burn after watching
Podcast.
just that season
Robert
of
Patrick.
X-Files.
the whole season, but
Yeah.
in one sitting.
Just the,
No, but the funny part is,
We're dog it.
the funniest part is Scully leaves at one point too, and they get like dopey young Scully too, and
Yeah.
it's like her and Robert Patrick, and
I
you're just like,
hated
what's
that.
happening
I hated
here?
watching every episode.
Why?
End the show,
Like, just die.
Yeah.
guys.
I want Smoking Man to
Oh,
win.
God.
Can the Smoking Man win? Guys, speaking of winning, Donnie Yen liked this character so much in John Wick 4 that he's like, I'm cool with a spinoff, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, also, the John Wick world was... John Wick's arc was supposed to end with number 4, but it's doing so well in the box office. They're like, but we like money! And they're like, now they're already talking about a John Wick 5.
And he's like, wait, hold on.
It's like, can you just get a CGI?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really old now.
Getting really old, guys.
Yeah.
I like the money, I guess.
I also
but,
need to do other things, though, in my life. Besides
he's
this.
good. He likes the money. He'll do it again. He'll do it again. We know you.
I know Kung Fu.
So yeah, Donnie Yen.
No,
they
you
already have the
don't.
ballerina coming out.
Starring Anna de Armas, possibly.
Yeah,
Mm.
Anna de Armas, Anna,
Which means Anna de Armas.
Anna Banana de
Anna of
Armas.
Arms.
Yeah.
Didn't I talk about her last week?
Probably. Why not? I talk about her every week. Because she is gorgeous.
Because she's in... Because she's...
Operation Dumbo Drop 2.
Yeah, she's in the...
Blonde.
She's playing Dumbo, guys.
No, she's gonna be the... Yeah, she's gonna... Never
Smoking
mind.
Man.
I did talk about that.
Yeah, no, it's
Ballerina.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yes.
Yeah, he was referencing you, that's all.
Yeah.
That's his reference.
Yeah, I was.
That's called. He's in sync. You're in lockstep. Guys, let's talk more Marvel stuff though. Because
I have another Marvel thing.
Liv Tyler will return as Betty Ross in Captain America: New World Order. Are we ready for this?
This was one that fell off my plate.
Betty Ross.
Why?
Yes, the character that we're like, can we get her back?
Is she gonna be Red Hulk though?
Well, she would be Harpy technically, or
Red
like, She-Hulk.
She'll be like, I'm Betty.
I want her to be
I'm Betty.
It's a really good impression.
And then we bring Jack.
Do you have a Liv Tyler impression?
And then we bring Jack Black back.
Okay.
Do I? No, Gray. No, Gray. That sounded like Jennifer Coolidge. I guess that wasn't good.
No, Gray.
No, because you have that very dear voice. It's a very dear.
I thought
voice.
you were gonna. I thought when you were saying it, I thought you were a Jack Black impression, and I was like, "No, Gray."
Guys, we didn't hear your impression.
Yeah, either one.
What grace has been given? To you?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Lord of the Rings, right? Like obviously.
Little Baggins. Matt, I'm Brandon. Thank you.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford already cast General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. I actually wrote this from memory. Originally it was like George, I think his name is. It's not George.
Okay, but he can't lead the Thunderbolts, right? Because he's really old.
He can easily lead the Thunderbolts
because he'll be dead.
Turn into Red Hulk, which is something he does.
And then just make him Red Hulk,
and then just kill him off. Just kill him off.
Just immediately kill him off.
Yeah, he's like the villain. He becomes the villain. You have to kill him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comes the villain. Yeah. You gotta kill him.
Yeah.
Red Hulk.
Also, like that sounds like the only reason that he would join the MCU. Like he's like, oh, I get to play the villain and I got to get killed and then I'll be in the next movie. Done.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he would sign up for that. Guys, there's more stuff, and maybe you got. I
have something. It has to do with the Zune. It has to do with James Gunn talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
There's another thing after this.
So I have told you guys I had a Zune. I had
one. You had a Zune?
No way! I can't believe that.
Yeah, my mom got one.
It has like 300 songs on it.
Yeah.
Did you have Winamp as the player on it? It really rips.
It had some music that was preloaded onto it that was not bad.
I bet it was great.
It was not bad.
Not bad as world music.
Yeah.
That's the only music she listened to on there was just that.
No, I listened to
I don't know how to load
music.
this. What?
But it
had Black Mambaza on it, and I'm trying to think what the load music was.
it had Faster Kill Fast Sister Pussycat, which was
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one.
Yes, it's Brittany Murphy singing, and it's like a DJ playing in the background, and it was actually a pretty great song. So, R.I.P. Brittany Murphy.
I love you,
honey.
Yeah. So what about the Zune?
James Gunn says that first of all, he says that Rocket is the secret protagonist of the story.
By the way,
kind of guess.
Worst fucking kept secret. Exactly.
Yeah, we should kind of guess. But he's like, because every
story beat points to fucking Rocket.
But Star-Lord is the protagonist of, he's kind of the head of the Buried Men, but really he's like, this story's about Rocket.
The Buried Men, yeah.
But the more important thing, he said, the runtime of this movie is 2.5 hours.
But it's going to have to be.
He said not a second is wasted in like, the storytelling. And he toots his own horn, but he also...
Toot.
He's backed it up pretty good the last couple movies, so... Okay, it's your ball to drop, bud. Let's see what you can do.
Just wait for that new DCU.
Really, that's going to show if he is the director of our generation or
there's rumors swirling around that Grant Gustin is going to replace Ezra Miller as the Flash, and I'm all for that.
Yeah,
do it
because I'm done with Ezra Miller, and Grant Gustin was amazing as Flash.
Yeah,
but anyway. I have one more Marvel news, and it is Wonder Man series, which you already know is Simon. I was going to say Simon Miller, but it's not Simon Miller.
Not Simon Pegg either.
Simon Williams is played by Yahya Abdul-Mateen. That's sorry, I thought I saw something. It has its villain cast, which is the Grim Reaper, and it's going to be played. It also brother of Wonder Man, Eric Williams, who is the Grim Reaper, played by Demetrius Gross. I forgot to write down what he was in, but he's one of those faces you've seen before. You've seen him and stuff. Okay. Let's talk about the Grim Reaper, Matt. What do you know, Matt? You're our Marvel villain expert. What do you think the Grim Reaper does?
Kills people.
What would his power set be?
He deaf.
One would think
he flies.
Nope. Further away. Much further away. He does have a teleportation power at one point. So here's his original power set. He's a fully tech-based villain.
Okay.
He has a techno scythe.
Okay. That's the reaping part. What's the grim part? Is he really upset?
One might think. Originally designed by the Tinkerer. So like it's not even his tech. Someone like made it.
Is he the robot? Like
he's like a Tinkerer. Nice dude. No, the techno site.
Also, do we have to introduce the Tinkerer for this?
Matt, if you had a techno site, what would it do?
It would probably. You know how crops you have to take them down to harvest them.
So it's
gonna harvest crops with them.
So nope, don't do that. If you said spin like a buzzsaw, or shields him from missiles and projectiles
because it spins like a buzzsaw.
It spins so fast.
Yeah.
Or improvised helicopter.
Can he fly? Yep. Okay.
Oh my god!
It's spinning.
Wait, so it turns sideways. It turns sideways. Because it's not going to do that.
Well, see, he holds it out like this and it turns sideways, shield.
Yeah.
And then puts it up.
So it's like this. So, but this, wouldn't it pull him this way? Wouldn't it pull this way? It has nothing going this way, but this way it's fine.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah.
That's not how physics
It depends on how the spin is going. You know, spins out, spins in.
It also stops missiles.
Yeah, sure.
What? It doesn't even say like bullets. It's just like full missiles. Like well,
sure.
Don't like that. So
that's dumb.
Not even done with what this techno set can do, man. This is a weapon you're gonna want.
It also can shave his balls.
It can fire concussive plasma blasts. Yeah, it's also it's basically just the lawnmower, the ball trimmer from
the crop mower,
and
from Manscaped.
It is anesthetic,
not a sponsor.
Anesthetic gas pellets.
So it just knocks people out.
Yep. So it can also dispense electric stun shocks on touch. So if you try and touch
this is dumb.
Shocked.
This is super dumb. I can try to touch it. Spinning.
It can put people to sleep, but also wake them up from sleep.
I guess you can shock them. I guess you can shock them.
The Grim Reaper.
Maybe it shoots
the murderer of souls.
Yeah.
So actually, this is the original version of him. And it's supposedly one of the reasons that like Simon Williams, his brother, goes to get powers. Which it's a power broker thing, the original one, but there's a version where he gets it from Baron Zemo, which is also a connection to the universe, which could be fun. Who knows?
Oh, Baron Zemo, I miss that guy. Shout out! Shout out!
My dance.
Okay,
yeah.
It would make,
I'm also a literal Nazi.
Okay. It would make much more sense if you got it from Baron Zemo than if you got it from the Tinkerer. Tinkerer doesn't make any fucking sense in this.
No, not the Tinkerer. It's actually a guy who's worse than that. He's a guy named the Power Broker.
Oh, okay.
So if you remember the Power Broker, he's just like a guy that can like give you powers.
Yeah. So
the worst.
Okay.
The fucking worst.
He's like the cosmic vending machine, basically?
Yeah. He's basically the cosmic... Like, this guy needs powers. He went to the Power Broker. He gave him powers. Like, what?
Your power is a scythe. They got you this cool scythe.
Yeah, they got you a fun little scythe.
What the fuck am I supposed to do?
But also, this other guy is like Superman, basically. Like, I give him Superman powers. Okay, well, that's fun. So that's the Grim Reaper, and this may be what they lean towards, hopefully, a little bit. In like later comics, he gets like... actually, there's one comic arc where he is like undead. He's like an undead guy that like can suck the life out of people, which makes more sense as Grim Reaper on brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But more recently in comics, he's like stronger and does like a bunch of mystic bullshit.
Sure.
He's like, I was a techno guy, but now I also do magic, and you're like, okay.
Like a.
Is this like when Superman turned like an energy being for like a minute?
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, like we gotta reinvent this guy. He's a guy with a techno scythe. So, like, if you just, like, kick the staff out of his hand for a second, he's powerless. So let's give him something else. He's also maybe resurrected and undead, and he can suck your life out or something. Cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
But he does it with his mouth.
So much.
What?
The little death. Whew.
It's the Shakespearean version of death, guys. That's it for him. Okay? No more of that guy.
Yeah. I got a different guy we're going to talk about. It's Scott Pilgrim. Because Netflix is doing an anime with him, and they've cast a whole of the original voice cast. Everyone!
Including Brie Larson.
Brie Larson?
Including Anna Kendrick.
Fucking Brandon Routh.
And Brandon Routh was the only one that didn't list in the...
He was in there. I saw his picture. I was like, fucking good. Brandon Routh.
He's not doing
Chris Evans. Right? He's not doing shit. Come on.
Of course, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is always...
Well, no, and I feel like this is such a cult movie that they would do it anyway, because it's like, a day or two's worth of work, honestly. Yeah, like...
Chow!
Yeah.
Come on. Knives Chow's going to be there. She's like, I don't know.
Ellen Wong, but yes.
Yeah. She got shit to do. She's like...
Knives Chow.
Yeah. It's nice.
I'm just glad that Young Neil's back.
Yes.
Also, Kieran Culkin, who I forgot was in this movie, but fully is in this movie.
Yeah.
And he's probably doing
he's
probably doing the most work out of any of these people right now, as he's in Succession.
Maybe Alison Pill.
He's in Succession.
Picard.
I don't know.
She Picard.
Pillheads would know. She's doing
and Brie Larson. Brie Larson, come on, man.
Yes.
She is Captain fucking Marvel.
But she's not in Succession, is she?
She's not. Have you watched Succession?
What else is she going to be in that we watched?
Tell me what you think
Succession's
Succession's about.
I know what it's about. It's about like stupid shitty billionaire family. It's basically like the McMahons.
It's like the Hammers.
The Army Hammers.
Yeah.
We just started watching
the Armand Hammers.
Yeah,
it is just what you
Hammers,
said.
Yeah,
you don't need to watch it.
What the fuck was Brie Larson in that we watched the ad for it recently? It's like a sci-fi. No. That's got Kirsten Dunst for one, okay?
It's got Carson Daly and Fred Durst in it.
No, it doesn't. It's a real movie, and it's fucked up. No,
isn't that where like the planets come to collide with Earth or something? Yes,
it's an allegory for depression, so that's really depressing. No, she was in like.
I'll watch it next time for Brad from watching.
It's a preview. It's an action movie. God damn it!
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I know. I'm so upset.
It was a Honda car commercial.
I'd watch some more Scott Pilgrim though.
Me too.
Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. And I mean, there's much more story than the actual movie too. So like, I mean, it was a pretty big graphic novel with a lot of different parts to it.
Yeah.
So sure. And maybe they'll make another game because Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, great beat 'em up too. Great beat 'em up.
Great. Beat him up.
I only have one thing left, by the way.
I have something.
I have one really dumb thing, and it's Jason Momoa saying that I absolutely think Aquaman will be in the DCU, and that no one's bigger than Aquaman.
What?
Okay,
hey,
I mean,
Jason.
He's great.
Jason, cool it.
The first one, maybe. The second one,
cool it,
bro.
Cool.
I don't know if you've read any Aquaman comics, but they're pretty fucking lame. Like,
and also the
Fast and Furious.
She wasn't the Fast.
She's in the new Fast and
She's in Fast 10.
We saw the ad for it last night at the movie.
By the way, John Cena was the bad guy in Fast 9, which I only know from watching the...
Yeah.
And now he's on the good guy team.
They're always bad guys, and then they become good guys. Yeah. Your family.
Fuck you.
They become part of the
family. Remember, The Rock was also the bad guy in one.
Yeah, and they
also
become part of the
Jason Momoa is the bad guy in this one. Yeah, Jason Statham killed Han.
Yeah.
And now Han is back.
Yeah, he's like, so it's all forgiven, right, brother? Okay, let's go. Oi, oi.
Exactly.
That's my Jason Statham impression.
What?
I love it. I love it. I
got the bald head.
The only thing I know from this trailer is that I think Vin Diesel's car weighs like 20 tons because you can, like, 2 helicopters pick him up and he, like, rips the helicopters down with this heavy car, I guess, or something. I don't know.
The heaviness of this car? This is so heavy.
What the fuck?
The car's so heavy.
I hit the knobs, but I made the rockets go up, so it dropped my car.
Miguel, if Disney was going to remake a live-action version of a cartoon movie, what do you think the next one's going to be?
Like one of their own cartoons, correct?
Yeah, a Disney, original Disney cartoon from our childhood.
Oh, from our childhood. Okay, well, that's different. It has to be a Disney movie.
Yeah, and they're going to turn it into a live-action version.
They haven't already done a live-action... No, but that's not from our childhood.
Yeah.
From our...
Yeah, like our childhood, our young childhood, yes.
The one with the racist crows?
It's close. That's further away.
The Fox and the Hound? The Fox and the Hound, yes.
Yeah, how about the Aristocats?
Guys, I'm going to tell you a joke. It's called The Aristocrats.
So, guess who they signed on to direct this?
Do you think there'll be Jellicle cats in this?
That's different. It's different.
I think we're going to have full buttholes, because they know what's going on.
Disney can't have buttholes.
No.
Do you know who's going to be directing it? Amir Questlove Thompson is going to be directing it, right? You're just like, what?
I mean, okay.
So
I think ChatGPT made the story first off.
Right? Yeah.
I love Questlove.
No, so Questlove, did you watch Summer of Soul?
No, I haven't.
So we watched it. It's a fantastic documentary about the 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival. Really fantastic. And so I read this great article about why lending his name to this movie would be so fantastic.
Aristocats. Yeah.
And there's 4 reasons. Fantastic 4.
They're
so
all
one
jellicle.
of them being, they're super jellicle.
Cats.
So, they're so jellicle. Very Jellicle. So first one being, if you saw Summer of Soul, which you should, it's fantastic. It has this buoyant, like, fun and free energy, and they're like, that would be great to bring to this movie, because this movie came out in the 60s when there was a lot of, like, hipstery type stuff going on, the 60s. That's how things were.
Hipsters.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Fucking
Is that
cats,
when Aristocats came out?
Yeah.
Aristocats came out in the 60s?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
Holy
that makes
shit.
sense. That tracks.
Yeah.
I just thought it was the
late
80s.
60s,
I don't know.
early 70s.
I just thought it was the 80s.
It was around 101 Dalmatians.
Like,
They
if
were
you
doing a
fully
lot of-
told me the plot to Aristocats, I would not remember it this way.
I could tell you the plot right
I
now.
would not remember it at all.
So, one of the
Let's do
other
it, tell us.
great reasons.
This is good.
Oh.
This is good.
Two sentences, though. You gotta make
Okay,
it two
so there's
sentences.
a really
Two
rich
sentences,
lady,
yeah, nope,
and
two
her
sentences.
cat, Duchess,
You already
is
lost
going
it.
to
Still
have
on
more
two
cats.
sentences.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, okay. I'm okay with it.
I know the whole thing.
I'm okay with the whole thing because I know good vlogging.
I gotta go
and
to
good
sleep.
vlogging.
That's what
So,
This guy doesn't have to go to sleep. He's lame.
I think it'll be great. It's going to be wonderful.
Jellicle,
I'm excited about it.
Cat buttholes coming up.
Yep.
Who gets cast as the Aristocats?
I don't know.
Let's see. Zac Efron.
Always. Zac
We're
Efron.
going to Chalamet. Get Chalamet from there. I think it's Zendaya. Would be a great.
I'm thinking the dude who played the Paladin in Dungeons & Dragons Slash is in that show on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it.
On Netflix. He's in Shadow and Bone. He's in, I don't know.
Can't remember the name of it.
It's
the one that all the ladies love on there. I can't
all
remember
the
what it is.
ladies love.
Well, if we're looking at
Emily in Paris.
Questlove's actual people that he's worked with,
Emily in Paris.
we could get some John Legend, Erykah Badu, and Lin-Manuel Miranda in there.
I'll be
will 100% be in this.
Yeah. And then he's also worked with the likes of and is friends with Maya Rudolph, Keena Thompson, and Zooey Deschanel, and Hannibal Buress. So we could get all of those people.
Hey, those dogs are whack. That was my Hannibal Buress impression. Thank you.
That's good because it wasn't racist. That's why I liked it.
Yeah.
It wasn't as racist.
Exactly. But they said the greatest potential of this movie is the fact that Aristocats is not like a beloved Disney classic.
No.
At all.
No,
so because of that reason, he can really take it and make it his own because his roots are in soul and funk
roots?
and jazz music.
Good one.
And that movie is all about jazz music. So I think it's going to be great. I got my stuff in.
Yeah, I did it! I got one last thing, I promise.
Okay, me too.
Vincent D'Onofrio says that Disney series will be brutal.
Yeah.
This is a big worry because a lot of people think this is
Disney series, yeah.
Yeah, of course. See, it was my concern.
Not just the Aristocats Disney.
No, he was talking about the Aristocats. He's already casting the Aristocats. Yeah. He's like, I'm playing Johnny Cat in there. I'm
Johnny Cat.
It was a concern of mine too because this is in concerns of like the tone of the show. He's like, it was a concern of mine too because the Netflix show was so raw and brutal, But then I started to I did this by the way freehand and I almost did it perfectly. It's great.
Almost.
I was talking to Mom by the way while I was doing this. I love you, Mom. Friend of the podcast. But then I started to look at what Marvel's been doing lately with their series and the direction that they want to go in. All I can say is that if you look at the most brutal stuff that Marvel is doing, which is few and far between, but it's there.
Nothing.
It will be there for us too.
They got Punisher. They got to be brutal.
I mean, there's some brutal
Frank Castle fight scenes. You gotta have a little brutal in there.
Brutish fight scenes in Hawkeye.
I guess.
Okay. There's some beatdowns.
There was also a tummy bounce in Hawkeye, if I remember correctly.
Tummy bounce.
Little Kingpin tummy bounce. Boom.
Tummy bounce.
Like boom. Like okay. All right.
Some tummies. So what I think is fun because if the Kingpin is properly displayed in this, it can really be. There's a great story arc where Kingpin runs for mayor of New York City, and he wins.
Yeah.
And so which
makes sense.
Yeah.
So he becomes just like this piece of shit that like outlaws vigilantes and it really is an impetus for a lot of like street level superheroes like Spider-Man, the Defenders in general. And it could be a great way to bring people like that and maybe even they're probably gonna put Tom Holland there, but get Tom Holland there for cameo, where he's like, hey, it's trouble for me too, and like, who is this guy? We don't know him because it was erased from our memories.
Well, I think they're trying to get Tom Holland and Daredevil into like the same space,
which they should.
Which is good. Yeah, they should start
similar heroes
because right now this phase has felt very disjointed. Like nobody feels like they really know each other. almost.
Until the Marvels comes out, guys, right? Am I right?
Yeah, until I guess the Marvels comes out. But right now, though,
we got pushed back again.
And I think it's like a well-known complaint that it feels like, where are you going with this? And so
I don't know what you're talking about because the Hulk was in She-Hulk. So
he was in that, yeah, right, and he did something in it.
And Neil Blonsky.
Which everybody was like, I'm so glad the Abomination came back. That's
and Wongers.
Really good for all of us.
Do you think
Madison was one?
Do you think we'll get Madison in Daredevil?
Yes. She'll be at least a cameo walking through.
I mean, she better be at this point, right?
Yeah.
She'll say something funny. Maybe she'll be going out with Wongers for that.
She's like such a meme that like they're like, we have to put her in this. Oh god.
Yeah, they do. She's really like now the social media of this this world. The
levity.
The TikTok. Yeah.
What if she gets the Avengers together?
What if she's the leader of the Avengers?
Like, that's right.
Mia Wongers had some drinks, and we decided that we're going to get the Avengers back together.
I mean, I'm down with it.
Okay.
After credit scene, at least. That's all I'm saying.
The only thing I have left is that there is a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game being talked about, and it's...
Those are Heroes in the Half Shell.
Turtle Power.
Well, one hero and a half shell.
Yeah.
A God of War inspired Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Last Ronin game.
Which we talked about The Last Ronin, an amazing idea for a story where it's like all the turtles, including Splinter.
Except for Raphael.
Including Casey Jones. Nope. Spoiler for this, it's actually Michelangelo. It's the last turtle alive. Raphael's the first turtle killed, actually, because he goes out like half-cocked and gets
like he always does.
Ganked by a bunch of foot.
So really, Michelangelo just
gets... a bunch of foot.
So Michelangelo loses everything about his character to become the last Ronin, is that what you're saying? He's not happy anymore?
Well, that's the thing, like, he's like, why, like, his whole thing, he actually tries to kill himself in the comic, because he's just like, I don't want to be the last one alive. I don't deserve to be the last one alive. Mm. And, like, he's haunted by the ghosts, literally in his mind, as other personalities of his dead turtle compatriots. It's such a great concept for a story. That I haven't read the actual book yet, but I just know the stuff of it. I can't wait.
Well, Paramount Global is now shopping.
It sounds going to be an awesome game
because they want it to be a AAA God of War type game, which God of War definitely like the type lends itself to exactly what this is.
Yeah. You're killing like hundreds and like throngs of characters,
and just the anger and depression that is in those games. Like you're like,
well, and like it'd be awesome, like just like having him interact with like the turtles in his mind, like just like Leonardo giving him a pep talk or something, or like Raphael being like, this is where I died, or like this is where this is where you failed.
And God of War is leading towards this like this dude is gonna die at some point. Like
will he?
He's definitely gonna die. Like 100%.
Or will he be
at the very least, maybe his son gets to live. I don't even know at this point because it gets like real dark sometimes. But those kind of games there's a big warrant for them, and this could be really fun, especially because he's a ninja master. He's gonna be flipping all the fucking screens.
Exactly. There's
like a
lot.
Dark Knight, like a Gotham Knight type.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, it's one of the reasons you can't like tell which turtle he is in the comics is because he's using all the weapons. Because he's like,
he has all the weapons.
This is for Leonardo. This is for like, and like just taking out and just like taking hits all the time, and like he's somehow still healing. And
his shells all beat the fuck
like he's like, I should have died, and I'm still alive somehow because I'm just like I'm just going on vengeance. That's all I have left.
And he's not eating any pizza at all.
And he's not fucking scarfing any pizza. He's not skateboarding. This guy is just murdering.
Do you think he says cowbung when he kills someone or something? He's like, go.
I mean, definitely when he kills like.
He's not a party dude anymore, you guys. He's not a party dude.
I mean, he's partying with like just like his dead brothers in his brain. Like he's just like in there, like, yeah, man.
What if he has dreams about like the better days, and he wakes up and he's just in like a fucking
I'm saying.
puddle.
Like, there's so much like fucking.
He thinks he's with Splinter, but it's just like a rat like sitting on his face.
There's so much great mythos here. It's like there's a lot of meat to work with, and the story is very interesting.
Yeah. Meat to work with.
I mean, the thing is too with this story is it's so popular right now too that they're actually doing like a new Turtles spin-off thing where like there's these turtles that spawned, like they're like
so again Venus de Milo,
basically new Ninja Turtles that are like in the same universe, and like they have big fucking tits.
Yeah.
That's the best part. Like
armored boobs. Yeah.
But with nipples for some reason.
Yeah,
that feels the weak one.
How did that?
Also, with reptiles, like there's
how would this work?
Involved
doesn't make any sense.
Okay, that's weird.
Guys, heroes in a half shell. Most of them are dead.
I have nipples, Greg. Would you milk me?
Guys, thanks for stopping by. And if you like our drunken ramblings, hey, like and subscribe. maybe hit the bell for notifications.
If you don't like and subscribe too,
stay classy. Fing Fan Fum.